Initially, when I put this video together for you, I was planning on going through an entire book. Well, to be honest, the content from the book was actually so good that I don't think I'm going to be able to do the whole thing in this video. And the book is Super Connector, and I love this book. It's awesome, and I have tons of notes from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the first, I'd say third or so of the book in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. What is a superconnector according to this book? What a superconnector is it's someone that's not just a networker, and it's someone that's not just a connector. You connect with people, but you connect with them on a different level. So you build the ultimate relationships with people so that you have the perfect network, the perfect web of people to communicate with, to connect with on a daily basis. So that's what his kind of definition of this is. So how do you go about achieving this? Now, I want you guys to know, I've said this before many times, but I'm going to say it again. One of the most important things to being a super connector, to being an awesome networker, is to be authentic, to be yourself, because people can smell fake from a mile away. They know when you're not being yourself. And if you are not being yourself, then you're not going to be able to connect with people on that personal level that everybody is secretly wanting to connect with you on. So, in order to do this, you need to understand yourself first, because you can't be authentic if you don't know who you are. So I suggest you go into soul dives and you figure out who you are. You do things like take up meditation, you do things like spend time where you don't do anything at all, ask yourself questions, think about it, and really just contemplate on these questions that have been plaguing you for so long. Why do I enjoy doing this? Why do I enjoy doing that? You think about all of these things that you just do on a regular basis, and yet you never connect the dots. So what I want you to do is start connecting the dots about these physical, these personal attributes to you. So think about it. Why is your favorite color blue? Why do you like cars? Why is science your favorite subject? Think about these things. Don't just say this is how it is, but question yourself and wonder what makes this the way that it is. Because the thing that this does is it makes something in your brain change, and it makes you start to wonder why that is the way it is for other people too. Okay, why do you want that house with the pool? Why do you enjoy swimming? Think about these things, get to know these things about people, because then you can actually start to connect with people on a different level, and you'll start to create what the book calls ambassadors of your vision. And these ambassadors, they'll go out and they know what you're looking for, you know what they're looking for. Together, you guys are both working together and becoming business partners on a different level, because you're going out and you're creating something awesome together, not just alone, but doing it together. And this goes with not just employees. I think you should connect with employees too, but this also goes with business partners. This goes with, I think you should connect with your rivals too, because if you connect with your rivals, then you know what makes them tick, so you can really start to compete with them. And until you're actually competing on their level, are you really competing? So that's what I'm telling you right now. So make sure that what you do is, instead of saying statements to people's answers like, why is your favorite cheese American cheese? Because it's yellow. Okay, great. Now start to think about something else that is a little bit more intriguing, but I don't get it. Just because it's yellow, it's your favorite cheese? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then they kind of explain the answer, or they even think about it themselves and start to be like, well, you know what, that is actually a weird answer. So because of this, you start to pique their interest and you start to get on a different level with them. So what you're doing is you are not just having small talk with people, you're sort of evolving the small talk, and you're creating something different for them. You're asking them the small talk questions, but you're taking them to the next level. It's like I said, connect the dots. The dots are there for small talk. You just have to connect them. And sometimes they're not actually there, you know? So you ask somebody how they're doing, they say okay. You say, okay, that's great, I'm doing okay too. Ask them why they're doing okay. Ask them why they're at the conference that you're at, and then when they give you an answer, then you start to dig deeper into their vision, you start to dig deeper into what they're about, and that's how you create a connection. But why do you want to create connections with people? I know I've said this before, but creating a connection with somebody is what's going to make you feel more fulfilled. It's going to make them feel more fulfilled. And every single day when you talk to these people, because you should be taking small steps towards having this awesome relationship every single day. And every single day when you talk to this person, you are creating a friendship that's going to last a lifetime. As you get older, you start to notice that you and your friends change, your interests change. You don't really get along with them the way that you used to get along with them. And because of this, maybe you start to notice that you don't have as many friends as you used to, or friends that are in similar walks of life as you. So what you're doing is you're establishing these friendships that are in the similar walk of life, or maybe even ahead of where you are, so that you can set them as who you want to be. You can set their business's status as what you want your business's status to be, or you can set it as greater, and you can actually get closer to achieving this because every single day you're watching them, you're feeling inspired by what they're doing, and they're inspiring you. They're becoming your running mates. They're teaching you how to do this on a different level that you wouldn't get if you were to just get it through reading books or get it through watching YouTube videos. Don't get me wrong, this content is great. YouTube videos are wonderful, but there's nothing like having somebody that you are actually feeling inspired by, whether that's a mentor or just a friend of yours that's doing something in business, because these people are the people that's going to push you way harder than you can ever be pushed just by watching one 10 or 15 minute video, because these are lifelong connections that you are going to have, and you want to see them that way. Now remember, there are several business people out there that they just built their business off of connections. They didn't build it off of anything else, they built it off of connections, and when they got those connections built, that's when they started to sort of put their hands into different pots and start to do all sorts of different things. But the first step was building the connections. When you first start a business, as many of you guys that watch this video probably already know, the first step of starting your business is starting to build connections with like-minded folks, people with visions that are very similar to yours, and people that you can do business with. And you want to do business with people more than once. You want to do business with people multiple times, so you want to keep that connection growing, keep giving it fertilizer, keep it going, and make sure that you don't let it wither. You just keep watering it. Even if you haven't talked to somebody in maybe a month or 2 months, you start that conversation back up, and you start it back up fresh, but don't go in too deep from the get-go. Start it up as if it's been a while since you've talked, but you don't want to go over the stuff that you used to talk about. Maybe slowly go over that stuff, but not all at once, because then it feels like you just talked about everything all at once. What he said in this book really seemed to be interesting to me about relationships. It's that you only have 5 close relationships, and you have 50 secondary relationships and 150 tertiary relationships. So what does this mean? This means that you need to guard your close relationships closely. Think about who you have in your inner circle, because the people in your inner circle are going to influence you more than anybody else. So one of the reasons why you want to connect with people is because you want to grow your inner circle to be strong. You want your inner circle to be the people that are going to connect with you, that are going to push you, because you only have 5 people in your inner circle. So take out a notepad right now and write down who your 5 people are. Pause this video, write them down, and then play it again. Now with these 5 people that you wrote down, you have a couple choices. You can push some of them off, or you can start to grow the relationships with other ones. Now, start to grow the relationships by doing small acts of kindness that you don't know that you're going to do, and they don't know that you're going to do. Maybe you go to the gas station to grab a soda or something, and you see maybe something that they'd be interested in. Maybe their favorite granola bar are on stock there, so you go grab that granola bar, you buy it for them, and you give it to them. And then you just did a small random act of kindness right there, and that is exactly what is going to help you grow your relationships. Yeah, you can't buy love, yeah, all that jazz, but you can use these gifts to further build your relationship, because actions are louder than words. And the action of actually buying something for somebody is extremely loud. And now you're starting to grow these relationships. Maybe you see the people that you want to be in your top 5 in your 50, so you can start to pull them out of your 50 and try to put them into your 5, because you know these people are going to influence you. So do random acts of kindness to the people that you want to be closest with. And not even just them, but people in general. Be kind to people in general, but be even kinder to the people you want to be closer with, because those people are your foundation. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's only like the first third or so of the book. It's a great book. I highly recommend you read it because there's so much more to the book than what I just said right now. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think about these tips, what your ultimate networking tip is, what your ultimate connecting tip is. Let me know. Hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. Thank you guys again for the third time for watching. Bye.